think what I would do in terms of giving people permission to think, if that's okay too, is like, if like me, like I loved for years, I loved the poem If by Rudyard Kipling. And its very first line, or, couple of lines, would later haunt me. And I've talked about this in some of my posts, because it says, if you can keep your head when all around are losing theirs, you'll be a man, right? And so there was this sort of Victorian perspective that being a man, being masculine, being strong, being successful meant being a brick of granite and being, not stoical, because actually there's misunderstanding of stoic, but being sort of like stiff upper-lipped, never showing emotion, not being vulnerable, never, always being confident and in control. That's what that poem used to say to me. And so I lived my life thinking, and supported by Hollywood and supported by culture and this. So I grew up in the 70s and 80s, where if you watch a Hollywood film in the 80s, the men were like strong, silent, powerful, domineering, never shed emotion, right? That's what I grew up knowing it meant to be a man. It was freaking toxic. And it didn't give you permission to just go, do you know what, it is tough. I'm feeling broken. And so my view is, if you've got the words of some Victorian poet on your wall, and you're being guided by that as your definition of what masculinity or strength, whether you're a man or a woman, strength is, rip it off the wall and burn it, and accept the fact that the modern day definition of strength is knowing when enough is.